Greetings viewers, and welcome to this introductory video on Nightclub covering one of its 4 weapons. This video will be centered around the spear. For those who don't already know, Nightclub is an indie platform fighter developed by Gutter Arcade. Refer to this video explaining the game's general mechanics if you haven't already watched it. And with that out of the way, let us begin. I think it's fair to say that we all like to have our personal space. Spear is certainly no exception in that regard. With the most overall reach and decent speed to boot, Spear becomes a scary weapon that is exceptional at keeping enemy players out. Spear's forward attack is a very straightforward thrust that has a special property of propelling the user forward when used on the ground. It also helps close in on opponents in the case of lift attacks, and its range makes it relatively safe to throw it against opponents without needing to land a hit. Its down attack is a downward thrust that sends opponents in an arc that allows for easy 2-hit follow-ups if used on the ground. When used in the air, the attack propels the user downwards at an angle that resembles that of a dive kick. It is incredibly mobile, but comes at the risk of being vulnerable upon landing if you miss the attack. However, nothing is more satisfying than landing a dive kick. And last but not least is Spear's up attack, which is a pretty ordinary attack. It doesn't possess any unique properties, but it doesn't need to since it gets its job done. It's very useful for catching opponents that move around frequently in the air. It's best not to underestimate the reach of this or any of Spear's attacks. Here are a couple of combos that you can pull off with Spear. Spear is a very fundamental weapon that has a very even input to output ratio in terms of skill and reward. It takes a good amount of time to master its dive kick and the range of its other attacks for maximum efficiency, but it is incredibly rewarding to learn how to use the spear at its maximum capacity. And with that, this guided video on Spear must come to an end. Thank you for watching this video. If you're interested in supporting the game's development, follow Gutter Arcade on Steam and Twitter to keep up with its updates. You can even join the Gutter Arcade Discord to be involved with discussions about the game. The links are in the description below.